we've had other players in here talking about like, we expect to pick this map and ban this striker so that we can play this comp against the comp that we think they're going to pull out. And they're playing chess with a few moves ahead, and you guys are just running on intuition of first
It's like
idea is
tic
what we
tac
go
toe.
with. And it got you to
Yo,
second
it was
place.
not that deep. It was not that deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yo,
I mean, I think it does goes to show like you guys have a lot of. Well, one question we did ask players is like, how do you balance letting your players run on autopilot and go with their instincts and best judgment in the moment versus following particular shot calls or plays that you've practiced? It sounds like you guys are all intuition.
I don't think we have shot calls.
we don't have shot
Oh.
calls.
Like we don't have like someone shot calling. We just go. Like, whatever.
Mm,
Yeah, if you hear the comms on that quiet game,
that's a
pretty
very
crazy.
different like communication style to TGH actually.
To every team we've talked to so far, actually.
Yeah, everyone seems to be very big on communications with TGH being like, we're a hive mind. Like that's how you break us apart. It's like if the comms are like screwed, then that's how we lose.
Yeah, ours is just a lot of gremlin noises and profanity.
Mm.
And, but like it's I think it's the players, right? Because I mean, Deacon generally knows what to do, right? Happy is his very good macro and is excellent Aquila. And he's probably like one of the best ones right now, even after retirement. Salad's one of the best. Like Ali, like his micro play is exceptional. His macro is sometimes questionable, but like we can kind of fill that in a bit. Wispy's an exceptional player. So it's not like we grabbed together like a bunch of random like people who were already not very good at the game, right? Like these are people I think at least Hanya and Wispy that had the right personality I think to mesh with our team that I scouted out and intentionally recruited. And same with Belly. Belly's I would argue is probably like the best healer right now in the game. And it was a little work to get her, but I think she
Why
enjoys
is
playing
that?
with us. Because she originally didn't particularly want to like she was a little hard to grab because also I think there was a lot of demand. So I think but I was able to do it, and so I'm happy. Like that was I think kind of the linchpin of our team is to have a very calm person like in the group like that. She was kind of like the team mom in a way, so it was very nice.
Oh, your anchor.
Yes, keeps the rage at a low level.
That is interesting. So she heals your guys' mental too.
Yeah, and like the players are even though they're not like all top of the ladder, like Deacon's like freaking master, and then I think Salad's like finally champ. Like it's I think their skill kind of belies the rank. Most of these players are
Yeah, rank
actually
doesn't
would
really
actually
matter,
easily be
right?
top 10.
Huh. I mean, so what do you think that means about the state of competitive play when you have your retired players coming out and still performing as exceptionally well as they have compared to other teams who are like practicing, maybe even two scrims a day?
Um, I think there is like a set of skills that carry over. Like even if you don't play well, like you get the muscle memory back. Some of the more mechanics oriented mechs like might take a few days, right? Like I haven't played Falcon forever. I might need like a few days or a week to really catch up back on that. But
Hmm.
overall, like if you have the game sense originally, like that doesn't change. Like some of the macro might change with the new maps and everything, but it's a good player will be a good player.
Mm.
That's very true. Do you have advice for the teams that you beat on how they can improve? And do you have advice as well for individual players out there who aren't on teams but also want to improve their game, maybe to play competitively in the future?
So I think one thing people fail when building a team is they try to recruit people who don't have very good mechanics to begin with, and then try to teach them the mechanics and the macro. I think the proper way to do it is find people who already have the mechanics down, who already understand how to play their mech, and then work the macro into like the team play.
I mean, I think, if you have availability like that, it's a lot easier said than done. But,
Yeah.
if you yourself aren't already well established and you're trying to improve, you need to grab people who also have room to improve.
Yeah. I think
You don't really.
there's
No, I
pros
don't
and
agree with
cons to
that.
both.
Hold on. So you disagree? Why is that?
Because all of the players like on all of these teams were just people that met up through like ladder play. Like Punch, for example, like nobody plays Serenith, but he played it exceptionally well, and people like saw that and I was like, yo, this guy's like got something here, right? He wasn't on any team before. He just solo queued, like he's a solo queue king, and he just like people just saw the skill and like invited him. And it's the same for a lot of these players. Like I saw Hanya like solo queue, and I was like, yo, this guy's pretty good. And that's the truth for a lot of these. Like if you play well enough, and this is kind of a running joke, right? Like you have people on like the block list, right? You have a 20-man block list, and the running joke is like, all right, like my block can only fit 20 people. So as people get better, you remove those people from the block list to fill in with other people who do belong there. And then as they get better, you'll find that you'll start removing these people, and they get so good that maybe you want to play with them.
Okay. Is there anyone on your team currently who used to be on your block list?
No.
All right.
You're just like, none of these people piss me off. They can be on my team and off my block list.
No, like I think a lot of them are also might have been like underrated. I think I think a lot of people already know like Wispy plays well.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people know the old invitational players, so I don't think they expected like them to be any good. And Hanya was one of the few Welkins that I saw. I was like, this guy's actually has a lot of potential, and he was originally a flyer, so I think that being able to spot kind of the talent is important.
Okay, elaborate on that. So, was he a flyer when you saw him, or was he dabbling in Welkin, still playing flyer a lot, and you thought, let's get this guy to play Welkin more?
He played a lot of Falcon and Welkin, and also like the other important thing I think is making sure the people you pick up, especially after season 0, like are not one tricks.
Yeah. I think that was the biggest thing though that came from this tourney is that anybody who had sight of it, just or awareness of it, learned immediately like I can't be OTPing anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll get you high in ladder, but only because ranked queue doesn't have bans.
Yeah. It's really opened up like a lot of people's mental to just try mechs that maybe they just didn't even think of playing ever.
I mean, I certainly did. And like I originally was like a Skyrider one trick, then went to like a Falcon one trick, and then Skyrider one trick, and then this season I had to flex to like Stego, all the heavies, all the flyers, Serenith.
You've picked up basically half the roster.
Hurricane, apparently. Okay, actually.
Okay, that was like my second and third game. So my Hurricane was
Deacon
ass.
told us. Deacon said that was your first time picking Hurricane, and then we saw like, okay, Soletta died pretty early, and then he died again. But then that was your only 2 deaths, and you guys won that game.
You did.
Yeah, after that I was like, all right, like I kind of get the idea of like the positioning of this dude now, and like I still don't do like the kind of crazy damage that Wispy does because I don't know the mech like that well. But like the idea is really just try hard not to die and then do damage if you can, and I got carried that game, I have to say.
So. Yeah, and it worked.
Okay, what are you gonna do differently next tournament if you do play next tournament?
Man, I don't know if these people are gonna keep playing. It would be nice because it is a nice like a group of people. I think.
You guys got to get your run back against TGH. Well, you can't end now.
I mean, Soletta got his run back against somebody apparently.
Yeah, we got our run back, and it's not TGH we cared about.
Well now you got to get the run back on TGH this time. You got second place. That's not first.
No, but I'm pretty happy with like a 5-3, so nobody's complaining.
Okay.
I mean, we never even expected to get like the last 2 anyway, so
that's very commendable of you.
Do you have opinions on TGH as a team? Like they've got a pretty dominant position, but like you said, you beat them 5 times this time around, and they only beat you 3.
I guess. So I think like their macro players are a little bit different. It's a little interesting because I feel like they have some players who have actually very good idea of the game that if they listen to more, I think would be good for them. And those are not the people running the show. So I think really that's what they should do. Like I think the players individually are really good. But I think they just they kind of undersell some other players.
Yeah, we had Ponch here on the bench a lot of the time, actually.
Yeah,
Even
and
though his
Deacon.
commentary, not just his microplay, is pretty good.
No, Ponch's macro is very good. I don't think he gets to
Yeah.
exhibit it much. But
We didn't
Ponch
get
and
to
Mao
see
have
much of
exceptional
it
macro.
until the end of this tourney.
Yeah.
That
No,
does
as
lead
well
me
as
to my next
also I play
question.
with him on other games a lot, so it's pretty fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
For
with.
Honor.
No, we play a board game. We play this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we play a board game together. It's
Oh.
pretty fun.
Which one?
It's called Terraforming Mars.
Mm.
I think you've seen it, King.
Okay.
Like we streamed it like one time.
Yes, I think I do recall this.
I'll have to check it out. Okay, so you guys came the closest to beating TGH out of everyone, and every team's goal really to win a tournament is to make Godhand bleed. What advice do you have for other teams going forward who want to, get the win over on TGH?
I think you got to be a little creative with like composition. This tournament had a unique kind of modifier that you couldn't play Serenith for most of the games, and that removed two of the biggest heavy melters are Serenith and Inferno, and that removed certain barriers to play certain mechs. And so that's why we're like, oh, you know what? We could actually run this, and normally we could not. And I think a lot of people like didn't kind of pick up on that. And this left like a big hole in like the kind of fun comps you can play.
Yeah, we saw a lot of creativity, especially the Gamba Caravan, which you guys then picked up on and also ran to great success.
Yes.
I did not actually get to see that game, but I would like to.
There's VODs for it. There's plenty of VODs.
Nice. Yeah, no, because like I think they picked up on it then. Like it's
it was culturally significant.
Yeah.
Culturally significant.
It's viable if Sari is permabanned because you have to ban out Inferno and Serenith to make sure that your caravan can get from point A to point B unharassed. So I don't know if we'll see it more often. I kind of hope we do, or at least we see creativity to that level.
Yeah, and like honestly, like that should never have that would never have been played if those conditions weren't available.
What are you gonna do with your gift card?
I mean, honestly, I don't need the money, so I just.
Well, you got it, so you might as well use it.
How much is it?
You can. I think it's $50. Second place.
I don't know. I'll probably just like split it up with my homies and.
Okay. Well, if you decide otherwise, my Steam ID is GPT. All right. Well, thank you.
I got what I wanted. Thank you.
Yeah, which was your run back on some mysterious player / team. We'll reverse engineer that later.
We'll figure it out.
Congratulations then on that. Congratulations on your second place. Congratulations on your vindication and your revenge spree. And most importantly, congratulations on having a team that you have fun playing with.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. See you.
Yep. Thanks for joining us.
All right, let's see if we can get somebody from TGH to join. They are still interviewing here on the main channel.
I love to see it. TGH, thank you guys so much. Congratulations.
It looks like they're just wrapping up.
Consecutive win. And
yeah, I don't want to ask them like questions that they already answered. I didn't know they were also going to do a winner interview.
They did not.
They totally got that idea from us.
Yeah, it's time to shout out like last season. I'm shouting out my old team. Somebody help Danny and all of them. If I didn't know them for about 7 to 8 years now, I would not be playing.
Okay, Ponch can join us.
They kind of motivated me to push my limits and get better at another game.
Hello?
And see if I had a chance to go to China eventually. So I'm glad they pushed me to keep getting better and keep learning.
That's not much.
I'm so sorry.
Increasing my skill set in this game.
I believe I don't.
Else I wouldn't be.
I'm so sorry, but we will have to boot you from this channel. I apologize.
Run back, international run back. We're gonna do it. We're not near airport anymore. Not near airport anymore. We're gonna push through.
Not near airport anymore.
We're gonna beat Anubis. All right, that's the goal.
We're going for Anubis. Alright. That's the one thing I will say.
We will now be taking over China and JP.
We're coming for you, Anubis.
We need a sister team to also pull up some weight.
Hello.
Hello.
Shout out to
I'm back.
Welcome back.
anybody that decided
Let me
to
lock this real
play.
quick.
I'm back.
We had a sudden
Anyone can be
sudden
serious
joiner.
in this game as long as you're dedicated.
Yeah, we had a
Not
random.
everyone
Welcome
is
back
gonna
to
be
your
good at the
last time in this chair.
speed. I tell
Your
everyone
win.
Oh, thank
that
God.
no one
Yeah.
just goes
Yeah,
raw.
but this time you're back as a
Like,
winner
some
instead of a
people
bench
do,
warmer. So
but yeah,
congratulations.
sometimes it takes a little
Yeah.
longer.
Yep, I think they finally found
Just
out.
don't give
I think
up.
they figured it out.
You know, if you guys think about wanting to play,
No more bench warming for me,
pick
ladies
up
and gentlemen.
play.
All right,
Congrats.
so yeah, so what we saw, right, was first is Event Horizon broke out a loser's bracket and then got the reset. So 3 wins on a row against TGH, you know, and then another 2, leaving you guys back to the wall. 1 game left to turn it around. What was going on in your head? How did that happen? How did you reverse momentum that way?
Well, we lost. It started with Graceland, and losing Graceland really messed us up because we, you know, going into like TDM, we think, oh, bunker. There's no way like bunker could work. We can just win against it, and we just lost a normal TDM game.
Make sure you guys fill out that
And
survey.
it was more or less like, oh man, like after already losing 0-3, we're just like, we gotta figure something out. Something's not working. So we decided, okay, I don't think like Aquila ban's gonna work anymore. Because it puts Hino in like just such a worse character slot, like insanely worse character slot. And it's like nothing really against Hino, just like, you know, the character, the side characters he does play don't have as much impact as Aquila or Inferno. So
let's get those player numbers up. Let's get that.
Once we lost those 2 games, we were like,
I'm very happy. But
all right,
in regards to this tournament,
back to the drawing board.
Are
we gonna run TDM, or are we gonna put Cow in and run like Palm Bay?
Runtime here.
That Palm Bay map turned out really well for you. They let you play Serenith untouched against a Tricera.
So it was pretty much like, all right, you know what? Let's go TDM, because if they keep running this bunker cop, like I myself am confident I'm going to break this bunker cop. You guys can play normal, because they beat us normal when we thought too much into it. But if you let me play Serenith, I will break the bunker by myself.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice of words about thinking too much into it. We just had Soleta in here talking about how they pick a comp by a one person suggests it and they just run with it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we overthink it a little too much.
You've done your homework quite a bit, and to your efforts, it's worked out.
Yeah, no, we did a lot of homework on draft and everything. And it kind of all got jumbled around since like Hino was having computer issues. Then obviously Serenith became permaban for the tourney, which changed a lot of our draft. And then on top of that, like, you know, for some of those games, even Pred wasn't even there because, you know,
lag and everything. I mean, your guys' mental must have been something else starting off this afternoon, depends on what, I guess, part of the US you're in.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, but once after Babylon and we got our mental back, we realized, wait a second, this guy Ponch just needs to go Serenith, guys.
It's like, bring him in, get him off the bench.
It's like, we have a trump card, why not use him?
It's like, it is allowed in certain maps.
So yeah, like we knew they were gonna go Palm Bay, so we were just gonna run that instead. Like we were, like after Babylon, we were like, okay, we gotta like, we have to try to just sub in Cow because they're gonna go into Palm Bay, and we'd rather have Cow than Maledictus running our Stego.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And
Right.
Radiated Rat was in the chat. Definitely happy to see that happen.
Right. Like we don't want to like make a Cow, like Cow also like sees it sometimes where he sees himself as a weak link. It's not exactly a weak link. He's a tool that, like, you know, you have to use at certain points, you know.
Yeah, we called them specialized players instead of bench warmers.
Specialized players.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's just like
PR training.
once we realize, all right, we won the game. The chances they go Palm Bay like is pretty high. They've been doing it like the whole time. They're gonna just run it. It's like let's just sub in cow now. And so
yeah,
we do,
what a
and
last
then,
minute choice, because and to go try too.
well, he was still Stego on Palm Bay.
Oh, on Palm Bay, excuse me.
It was they had a try though. They had Stego try her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were really
They had
curious
Deacon
about
on
that
Tricera.
choice. And yeah.
So they kept wanting to run that, but I was like, okay, that's fine. So long as we have 2 melee to contest the Serenith and make our Stego stay alive, we'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
And then all we have to do is contest the Aquila, and after Aquila, contest the heavies, and we will win the game.
And that's what you did.
And that's exactly.
Yeah, you make it sound so simple.
And that's the game plan we did. It was
But-
is just that cycle that needs to happen.
But at the same time, that is what exactly worked. You guys really just went back to the drawing board, simplified things, and managed to pull it back.
Right. You know, like I tell.
How did you feel playing as Alfred?
I don't want to talk about that game.
Okay, yeah, that go, yeah.
No, I want to ask though.
Well, yeah.
It didn't
Do
feel
you-
horrible, but it
Do
didn't
you
feel
play any of
horrible. But
it?
that was my second time on Alfred.
Second time.
Like ever.
Ever. The
I mean,
first
you
time
were-
was in a pub match. Like I literally just like a pub match.
I mean,
So you did get an early kill though. I saw that and I was like, maybe he's figured it out very quick.
Well, it wasn't about getting kills. That was the issue. Like, or even
Mhm.
like it was really hard for me to do like consistent damage, like on a very specific target, especially with a hurricane on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But yeah, Alfred into that comp just doesn't really do a lot. It's not like there's no real target for me to go besides just like I'm just gonna try to pump damage into heavies. Just whatever, whichever heavy is there, just pump damage, whether it be like getting rid of Doritos or whatever. And that's just essentially what I did. And I just have to trust my team, at least in that aspect. But I mean, we lost that game. It was.
Yeah, but then you won every game that mattered afterward.
True.
Right. Well,
So,
I mean,
I mean-
that game was still in the first bracket, the first reset,
Hmm.
or the yeah, the losing 0-2 in the second in the reset. That was that's bad. That's it's like we went 0-5.
Yeah, we were speculating that was a really hard thing to come back from, but you did mentally, and that's what I want to like maybe put a microscope up to, because this is a useful skill for anyone who's playing this game or any team game really, is how do you recuperate from losses like that and motivate yourselves to win in a way that also allows you to strategize. You have to see it cleanly. You have to compartmentalize your negative emotions. How did you do that as a team? Not just like how did you pick a strategy, but how did you talk to each other to get that done? And what advice do you have for other players who need to pull similar comebacks?
I mean, I took the initiative in talking with the team. I was like, whether or not, like, I think we have to go TDM. I don't think we want to put in cow now, right? Because we want them to force another payload map.
Mm-hmm.
We have to win a TDM. Like, we are the better TDM players. Like, that's essentially, like, what had to be brought down. It's like, we literally are the better TDM players.
Yeah.
And if they want to run bunker comp to essentially counter that, let them. I will annihilate them.
The confidence is staggering, and someone mentioned
I mean,
that
he's
in
true to his word.
Yeah, no, definitely. Someone mentioned
Because
that
I can't,
in...
yeah, because I can't annihilate them on bunker comp when I'm not on Serenith. The second I'm Serenith against a bunker comp, I am going to annihilate them
It's free real estate.
and put them down. It was definition of good eats.
Good. I've not heard someone say that in a hot minute.
It was
Yeah,
definition.
they say that all the time.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I haven't heard someone say that in a moment. Yeah, no, I think that definitely makes sense. A lot of folks in the main chat were talking about how it was very cap team versus TDM team, and
Yeah.
We really saw that today. But the
Like,
last
we
match,
are very TDM focused. Yeah.
but your last match was a cap, which Hino has historically said is your worst type of
It
match.
is.
So what happened
1000%.
there?
So at this point, we're like, okay, well, they can't, if they want to keep going TDM or if they want to keep going TDM and Palmba, they will have to deal with basically the Serenith, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's like essentially like Uber carrying those game modes. Like I am annihilating the bunker comp by like a landslide. So if they wanted to go like Krav Sinkhole, yeah, that is like one of our worst maps. Like we don't play the macro very well there. Typically, like with normal TDM, like with our normal TDM player, like composition. But if we run like a really strong anchor and hold the points, like essentially me and Cal are delegated to like just watching the points while the dogs essentially run around and keep attacking them and killing the targets, while me and Cal are essentially just delegated to keeping the points down and calling out when they're trying to cap and everything.
So you hold down the fort while your teammates roam and apply pressure as needed?
Yes, and we tell them where they need to apply pressure, and that's the most important thing. Because we're both me and Cal, we're Tricera in hell. We hold right click and left click. We can tell people where they need to go. We don't have to focus on our gameplay. We can.
You've got plenty of brain cells left over.
Yeah, our brain cells are not focused on gameplay anymore.
That's a really interesting way to keep your team both fluid and anchored.
It is, and that's why I think this is why I don't think Cow is necessarily a bad player at all. Because it's important to have somebody who can do that. Like in Palm Bay, he was the person calling out, what's the next target to go on at all times. Like he's allowed to literally hold tab and call out who's respawning and who's gonna be the next target. And that's exactly
one of my questions was gonna be apart from your own Serenith, is there a teammate you want to shout out? And it sounds like Cow is that teammate right now.
Cow is very strong. Cow is important for the team. I will say, I think in terms of our best TDMer, Pred is our top dog TDMer. He's able to do so much more on Alphard than most other people can. And in terms of securing kills and doing a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, I need him to start streaming so I can learn from what he does. He plays Alfred in a very different level of effectiveness than others.
Exactly. So it's on top of that, we just have good, the rest of our players are all just very strong in what they do. We all, our Gale Welkin, he knows what he's doing. Go is a strong flex player who can really do anything that we need him to do. And he knows our very important main DPS. And once we figured out that all right, we just need to keep Hino on a main DPS, we started just running a lot smoother. Because we need somebody who has a lot of damage to call out targets, because then that target will die instantly from any side DPS. Sky Raider or Serenith or Alphard.
Yeah, Hino finally getting to play Inferno was, it was great to see. I'm sure King Lear would have been really proud.
Yeah, finally. You guys won Inferno game, I think, against at least Event Horizon, that last match.
Yeah, the very last possible game he got to play Inferno.
The very last possible game. And
must have been filled with joy.
And like I said, Kyle is important to our team because you saw in the last match, they decided we gotta ban Stego. He was too strong.
Yeah, that's a good point, which allowed Hino to bring out the Inferno.
Yeah, that allowed him to go Inferno, and for us to ban Aquila.
Yeah.
Which is
that made a huge difference.
It made a huge difference.
Yeah, it was a huge like so the turnaround in performance as well. You know, that game wasn't really close. Event Horizon's not listening, so I can say that.
It was half. They had a little under, maybe a little over half compared to once you got to 1,000.
We held those 2 side points forever. They capped it once, and we recapped it like essentially right back.
Dude, you snuck it back right away. It was honestly a little disheartening to see because like Deacon was here, and we were kind of like, okay, maybe they can turn around. Okay, he took it back just as long as
like Soleta.
Yeah, because we were as TDMers, we're just a lot stronger. And when you have a hell with a strong TDM team, I'm literally just allowed to take their soul. I'm allowed to steal the soul of Welkin as he's dying, or at least in his case, he had to run away and just go down, or else he was gonna die.
And you just stealth.
And I just
and take the point.
Yep. So it's just like, you know, like when you
so
know.
What's the effective counterplay to your TDM? Like if another team threw a wrench
more
in your plans,
TDM.
Well, the key to winning against us would have been to either win TDM just outright, like aka the other 4, like forget about the anchor, just try to kill the core 4 that are TDMing, right, and win that battle. If you win that battle, then you can probably cap the point against me and Tricera, and then we have to recap it back. Or
so
you have to kill the anchor, which is me and Tricera.
So like dedicate your team's resources in one direction or the other, like either kill the roamers as 6v4 or kill the 2 anchors.
Exactly, because the issue was that the Inferno and the Elyseness were kind of split off. The Inferno and the Elyseness were split off in trying to kill me, the anchors, while the other 4, it was essentially just a 4v4 TDMing. And I don't know if you know the matchup, but like, at least Tricera can live long enough against Elyseness and Inferno for me to kill Ali, even with like 4 lives.
Yeah, I mean Tricera, if he does anything, at least is buy time.
Yeah, exactly. He buys time for me to just do a lot of damage to them.
Still, Tricera is. I was excited to see the pick come out, especially when I think it was Event Horizons Tricera got the last point on that extractor map, and then we had Tricera playing a definitive role in the very last match of the tournament. And this entire season, all I've been doing is talking trash on Tricera.
Exactly.
We've all been.
We even said it ourselves. We were like, let them pick Tricera. It will be good eats. And we proceeded to essentially go 0-5 against the Tricera.
Not the good eats lines.
Not good eats.
That's basically your team's motto at this point.
But okay, I think most importantly, it just came down to like against Tricera, you just had to have a Serenith. It was like not even, it was no contest. Like you had to have something to break something like that strong of a bunker comp. Because without Serenith, you don't break that comp. Yeah.
Like something that didn't really get talked about as much in the tournament, the buffs that came out for Tricera, the ones that were in the mecha bill, where it gives Tricera a more consistent stream of damage with the reduction in the ammo capacity, but a higher reload speed on the howitzers. Like that really seemed to show in just this consistent damage profile from all these bunker comps. It was huge.
Yeah. Dominic, are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm currently outside for a smoke. I'm tired, dude. Like
We've been going.
Totally
what does this VC say? What does this VC say?
We're about to hit the 9-hour mark.
Okay.
Or 8.5.
Okay.
Something like that.
Wow.
We've
This
been
is
going
the longest
for a minute.
We've had to go in a row. I do have some important questions I need to ask, though. Particularly, Pred talked about the other day the gap between TGH and the second best teams, you know, is not as big as the rest of the competitive scene thinks. Like TGH doesn't have that dominating monopoly on wins that the rest of us believe. And looking at the bracket, right, he 2-0'd Syndicate, but then 2-1 Event Horizon, and then the next match was against EU Exist, who got 2 wins to year 3, and then Event Horizon again got a total of 5 wins to year 3. Going forward, how does this tournament affect the way that you play together? What do you anticipate you're going to have challenges to deal with in the next few tournaments? And, do you think other teams are going to give you even more trouble later?
Well, yeah, like we said in the mainstream.
Yeah, I was
our team is 100%. It's beatable. Like we're not like an unobtainable like ultra skill team. We're very strong together. We played a lot together, but it's obtainable. Like it is a very obtainable like level of skill that for anybody you just have to keep playing, and you just have to like play with people together more, and just get better at the mechs you play. Like just one by one.
Yeah.
One by one. Okay, so that's in stark contrast to what Soleta said just a little bit ago. Was when you're recruiting players, you want to pick people who already know how to play their mech, and then incorporate macro as a team after that. But you want to start out strong. Your philosophy, it sounds like, is a bit different.
Well, I do believe you can form a team based on like, all right, this guy's a strong this guy's a strong that, all that. But, not everyone starts at like the highest level.
That's true. I mean, you're a at-launch player.
Yes. And I was complete garbage when I started playing. I just all I did is just play Serenith.
From season 0 as well.
From season 0. So until like Serenith got buffs, I was already fairly strong. Serenith got its first set of buffs. I became a little stronger. But like it was just me constantly improving, just focusing on improving that level of gameplay and trying to become the best at that. Just becoming the best at Serenith. Once I felt like, okay, start of season 1, yeah, Serenith is strong. But I also do need, for the sake of my team, I need to pick up another mech. And that doesn't mean like, just like try out like 5 different mechs and just say, yeah, I can flex these 5 different mechs. Like I just went at it one by one. Like, all right, I'm just gonna play Ali for like a solid like essentially like 2-3 weeks, and just pretty much like only play Alesis and try to be.
Yeah, we saw that on your alt Papa Punch.
Yeah, and try to be as good as possible on Alesis. And once I felt like I got confident that my Alesis was very, very strong, then at least pick up like one more mech, because like at least in terms of the tournament, it's like time constraints are coming up. So it's like I want to at least have like 4 mechs I can play.
Yeah, I think that is the minimum you need to have on.
I would say like
hand.
3 under your belt.
3
is 4. A good solid number. 2 is the bare minimum for at least to be on a competitive team.
But 3 is very comfortable. 3
is very comfortable.
It seems like
it doesn't matter what they are, but like
So that's your takeaway for a player who wants to join a competitive team, is to practice one mech at a time?
Yeah, just keep it one mech at a time. Once you feel like you're very strong in that mech, try at least one more out and just try to stick to that one. I mean, if you don't think that one's working out, then probably switch off, maybe try someone else. But like, just keep playing it, try to improve, try to make it work. Here's the important thing. Try to make it work where times where you don't feel like it might work. In my opinion. Because
challenge yourself.
Yeah, you do want to challenge yourself, and that's how you get yourself better.
Yeah.
At like, those mechs. Because like, let's say like for Serenith, at least for me, I continued to one-trick Serenith when Serenith was considered a throw pick in TDM.
We do remember this. For those of us who were playing season 0.
Yeah, Serenith considered a complete troll pick, where it's like this mech does nothing. This mech is useless.
Pizza was saying in chat, in my opinion, I think in this current meta, having 5 comfort picks is unfortunately the bare minimum. 5 is quite a lot.
5 is
5
quite
is
a
a
lot.
lot.
Especially
like,
when you
I
consider
have
which
not
5 to
5.
play.
Because if you play 5, chances that you're good at those 5 are very low.
Yeah. One of them, the kid's gonna just slip through the
one
cracks.
or two of them are gonna be like lackluster.
Yeah.
Well,
many
I mean,
people
also if we're
play-
counting like dinos, I'm not really counting dinos.
Yeah.
Like, things like
If
that.
you played any of those 2, 3, Lumi, Wilkins, Seraph, Alphard, a lot of people play them, and if they're taking, you could be screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
we are talking in like a competitive
scene.
setting.
Which at that point,
Yeah,
like, you would communicate with your team, like, okay, what are we missing here?
Yeah, a team is not going to be built up of like fucking 6 alpha mains.
Hopefully.
That's not how like people are going to make teams. People are going to make teams based on like, all right, I'm a good Lumi, I'm a good Alphard, I'm a good this, and they don't have that in their team already.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing that in recruitment posts as people ask for specific striker strengths.
Yeah. It's interesting to see how that's going to go because there isn't like a specific meta that everyone needs to play at. Well, except for Serenif. Which has really opened up the opportunity for just like, really, as long as you pick up like the bare minimum 3, I think we're going with that philosophy here, 3.
Yeah, I think 3
like,
is a good number.
You can pick up anything and no one's gonna disregard you immediately as long as you're good at those 3.
Yeah, like, I mean, I was going to tournament thinking I still have my Serenith, so we are all good.
Yeah.
And I got Serenith, Ali, and Hell. Like, Hell is like if we need it for the map, and Ali is like pretty much if Serenith's banned.
Yeah.
And Serenith was perma-banned.
Yes.
But in the term of Crop Sinkhole, I'm like, hey, I get to go Hell, and we get to pretty much, like, we've already practiced this before, and I don't think we lose with this comp where I have Cow, and I'm on Hell, and I'm just sitting at side point with Cow.
Yeah.
Because we will control those two points if we have them pretty much forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody tries to push us, there's no like, oh, I'm calling for help and the help doesn't come. My help is already there and we're just chilling.
That is, that must be such a relief to be able to think that, when you're a solo queuer, it's not
exactly like
that's a luxury.
Yeah.
That's a blessing from above.
Yeah, and like someone in chat has been saying like not possible with just one. It's like I would completely disagree. Like if we're talking competitive and like casual, like ranked, just one like is really hard to do now, and it's really frustrating too. And you'll gain, I think, a type of reputation that people won't want to like that'll create some people's own block list of like this person's an OTP.
Yeah.
I don't want to play with.
Yeah,
them.
I'm just saying. But when I was basically Hell OTP on Papa Punch, I mean, people saw like the character development. It was like my Hell was pretty bad. My Hell was actually kind of trash.
Yeah, people were probably asking you like, Punch on Elysius, Punch on Hell.
Yeah, exactly.
And low terrorist now.
Yeah, and on top of that, it's like it comes like I was like dueling with Soletta too, and I was like, yo, like I'm gonna need you on like Serenith right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to practice my mech.
Yeah.
It's like even if it's not good here, I need to practice the mech.
It's like it's gonna get good at some point.
Yeah, like. And granted, like you see where it works and you see where it doesn't. That's the thing. Like you learn from experience.
Yeah.
Like.
To its own advantage as well, you learning other mechs, maybe learn the mechs you don't like playing against. You learning against them will let you figure out, how do I fight this guy?
No, and yeah, exactly. And this is very important. This is like, this comes down to like fighting games too. It's like, you learn.
I literally thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, you learn what kills you. So like me learning Elysius made me so much better on Serenith, where it's like, wow, I understand the range of like Elysius coming up to me is like 150 meters. Where at 150 meters, if that Elysius gets that close, I need to have my aux on so I can just jump and dodge his attack. I literally will reaction dodge Aleseness attacks.
Yeah.
And
You know,
it's so much more beneficial for me, and that makes the matchup like 10 times better for me. So learning mechs, like if you're a Serenith player, learn a melee. You will find your Serenith will get 10 times better.
Just even not even like you don't need to like play them in game. Just there's a training room for a reason.
Yeah. It's
like
true.
learn
like,
the
you
kit.
You at least want to feel it out and learn the kit.
Learn the kit. Understand like what exactly those moves do. And then you will realize how much you hate it even more because it's just like, oh, now I know what you're doing.
Right, like like if you're like if you're Welkin or if you're Dino, like you can try to pick up Serenith too, and you just realize, wow, this character is not only really good, but
broken.
I understand how. Yeah, I understand how.
Like Dinos know Serenith is broken.
Yeah, Dinos know.
Yeah,
Dinos
I tried out Serenith just to be like, what's wrong with this kit? Like, why do we all hate this character? And then I tried out the kit and I'm like, I get it now. I get it. Like, this shouldn't be allowed.
I mean, Serenith was already very strong in Season 0. It didn't need everything that it got. It needed maybe a little touch up. Just like, it would have been nice. But
yeah,
not like...
Yeah, the shield is a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, not to the extent where it gets a complex shield, probably. But, you know...
Yeah, you could do away with complex shield Serenith.
Well, we'll have to see what happens in Season 2, where hopefully they also fix Serenith bug.
Yeah.
With that, what are you looking forward to, you guys, in Season 2? Just across the board.
I mean, overall, I just look forward to balance patches, seeing new characters, you know, strike up in the meta.
I want to see what Mbcl does.
We're all looking forward to it. I feel like Norn is pretty straightforward of a mech. Like we all sort of get like, okay, this is the guy with the bow and arrow. It's Hawkeye as a mech. Got it. But Mbcl is very much just like what we watched the PV and I still don't really understand. Like you get the room.
It's gonna be a very interesting mech, that's for sure.
I think Doomfist with CC.
We're all just trying to figure out a reference to be like, that's the one.
Knockups, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does have CC.
But he doesn't have a room.
Okay, think of it immobilized though.
Yeah, if Doomfist
it's like Reinhardt charge.
If Doomfist had a it's not even a root, it's like practically a full stun.
Mbcl is old Skarner from League.
That's
who is that?
That's
Who's that?
Ago.
I don't play League.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Wait a minute.
I'm mentally stable enough that I don't know who that is.
This guy's cooking.
Pizza's cooking with the pizza.
There we go. Finally, we get Captain Flowers to play this game. His main champion. Let's go. It's finally in Mecha Break.
Oh, man.
Oh, Phosphorus, thank you for the follow. Yeah, well...
Okay.
We've been going at this.
Tail end of, nearly 9 hours. Quite a long time.
This took so much longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, there's some more information I want to disseminate across the competitive scene, but let's save that for another interview another day.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of footage. We're gonna have to review many VODs. Hopefully, anyone's more than welcome to look at these VODs. I will be highlighting them and keeping them up on my Twitch channel for the foreseeable future. Possibly even uploading them to YouTube. So, bring my views up.
Oh, cool. Can you be my editor and do that for me too?
No, because unlike you, I stayed on the Mecha Break main channel the entire time.
I did Mecha Break related things. I opened up paint cans. How is that not dedication?
Opened up paint cans is crazy. Bro's like, yeah, man, this tournament's so great as I'm in Mashmac. Like,
yeah, I'm a paint sniffer,
Well,
yeah,
what a great tourney. What a great tourney. A long
everyone involved.
Thank
you everyone who played. Thank you for the TOs. Obviously, thank you, Ponch, for spending so much time with us and giving us the rundown on how to play the game at the absolute best level a person can.
And thank you to our casters, especially last-minute caster for the evening, Domino.
That was insane.
I thank you, Morty. Shared your mac and cheese.
No, it's mine. But
no orange chicken for you then.
Okay, you know what? I'm cool with that. But I'm just so glad that like I know that Donorai was very tired and like obviously going into the late hours of EU, it just man needed to get some sleep. But my God, just getting the opportunity to cast that last game, considering everything.
I'm glad.
All
I'm glad
the
we were able to give definitely a good show. That's for sure. Because those last games were not only very close, but also like putting into
I was
reset.
worried. Like,
quite
bro,
a
I was
finale,
worried
man.
during that first match, man. Like, total, you had me in the first half moment. Like, I was like, oh my God, wait a minute, hold on. Event Horizon.
Domino, you have to remember what I told you, right? This is how TGH has been playing this tournament. They lose, then they lose again until their back is to the wall, then they get it all together, download complete, and do a reverse. Exactly what they did.
I mean, yeah, you're 100% right, and it was scary, but my God, it definitely made for a great show. Holy!
You know what else I'm 100% right about? Point C is the only one that matters.
Oh my God, here we go again. Not
let's not explore this philosophy while we approach hour 9. We can fight this out. You guys can fight this out in a queue, actually. Go solo.
You know what? As a matter of fact, if this does end up on YouTube, in the comments, tell me, Longman B point, is that important? Yes or no?
Longman B point.
No, it isn't.
Comment below, like, and subscribe. For now, I think this is going to be the end of us, the end of this stream, and the full end of this tourney.
Yep, I am out of here. I'm going to return to my team. I will see y'all.
Have a good night. Congratulations again.
Everybody. All right, Kingyo, you want to do some closing comments?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Great point. Closing comments. I mean, from our perspective, oh my gosh, I can't. I need to share screen. Thank you again to the Mecha Break Community League organizers for selecting myself and Galactic as your official co-streamers for this week and last week as well.
Yeah, excellent choice on your part.
I mean, I just decided to sign up.
The self-plays is crazy.
I meant yeah, excellent choice on their part for choosing us, is what I mean.
we have two different spectrums of humility here. One with quite a lot and one with none.
On a spectrum.
I digress.
With that.
I digress. Yeah, I mean, I knew from the start I wasn't going to be able to participate in the tourney, but I really wanted to contribute in any aspect possible, and being able to be selected as a co-streamer was really, really a privilege to have and put on my name. So, and also watching this whole tourney, as long as it was, really has motivated me into wanting to improve for myself. With not just my own mechs that I main, but also some of the mechs that are coming out in season 2, and maybe even some of the mechs that have just been sitting on my roster just chilling with no paint jobs.
Oh no, not the base paint. No. But yeah, 100%. Just like definitely a motivator in this tournament. Just like even with the parting words of TGH, just being so humble and saying like, look, anybody can reach this level. You guys just need to put in the time.
And we've seen it. I've seen mutuals who participate in this tourney really bring their A game out and move even further in. Well, I guess the ladder is the main indicator here, but also completely off tangent. What a great way to get a lot of the community together in what I think was a really wholesome. I hope wholesome's not the right word, but fruitful tournament. I've gotten to speak with a lot of folks that I would have never really put myself out there in solo queue because I'm awkward and shy and really bad at talking, actually. And not very smart.
Putting out that, hey, let's interview players idea. You're welcome. Glaze me. Come on. This is the part where you give me congratulations and thank me.
I mean, if you're okay, just because you got a praise thing going on doesn't mean that I need to feed into it. But
I have a praise kink. That's why I floss before I go to the dentist.
That's wild. That's wild.
This is going on YouTube, by the way.
Edit that part out in post.
Nuke the bud. Huh?
All right, I'll shut up now. That's
No,
it for me.
speak on your part. How do you feel? Yeah, I spoke quite a bit about how I felt about the tourney, and as a co-streamer, how do you feel as my collaborator, my co-host, if you will?
Okay, so admittedly, you know, when the tournament was first announced, I was only in Champ 2, and I didn't really feel like I, as a player, was a top choice for any teams. And that was kind of, you know, it was an insecurity on my part. And what I wanted to do was improve my macro. So the opportunity to be a co-streamer came up, and I was like, I want to do that because that gives me a third-party angle to observe not just how the game is played from like a first-person angle, but from a third person where I can just watch everybody and talk to everybody and absorb a lot of information from players who are doing it better than me, not just on an individual skill level, but as teams. So getting that kind of access, I think, is really going to be fundamental to improving as a player as I go forward. Last season, you know, I was kind of hard stuck, low legendary, and then at the very end of it, pulled into top 500. This season, I'm currently sitting at top 50, and I got there specifically by looking to people who are doing better than me or are at a level of gameplay that I'm not at and want to be at. And so what I really appreciate about having players come on and talk about their play styles, their mentalities, is that it gives every player in a position like mine, whether we want to improve, the means to do so. So I'm ultimately very grateful to have that opportunity and to make sure that I make ample use of it going forward. Yeah, I'm you know, I'm excited for the next tournament. I don't know if I'll play because I had such a good time casting. It's going to be, you know, once again, a dilemma, but from a much better position. So again, very excited for it and very grateful to be here.
Wasn't present because apparently there was a motherboard issue.
Great words from the both of us.
Your guys' emotions
Yeah,
are
you
I'm
guys
even
did
good
an
at being humble.
that matchup.
Oh, here we go. But one thing I do want to point out, I am spreading this around because as the earlier proponent of the Tricera propaganda that happened in the game, after the stream turned off, had a moment to be able to talk to the organizers and everything. And you know how the prize is the Falcon figure, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
To celebrate this tournament, I tried to put a bug in Bob's ear and see if the prize for next tournament could be the Tricera figure.
You know, Tricera deserves it after, you know, his showing in this tournament. He deserves it. Absolutely. I was
Tricera's
kind of
name
hoping he
has
was
been
saying, hey, let's
dragged
get
through
the
the mud
co-streamers and yeah.
for months. And now, in the last game
You
of the
need to talk to
tournament,
EU, dude. EU apparently plays Tricera on every map.
Yeah,
Not that EU is a team, but EU is a region.
they're glazing all over him like a glazed donut. Y'all did not have to be silent for that.
You didn't have to say
I
it
felt
the
it
way
was
that you
better.
said it.
Okay, well, you know, it's not as bad as Praise Kink, so I'm okay with that.
I mean,
Not as
hey,
bad as
you
me
guys
saying
aren't the
bubble
one who
buff.
got told on live broadcast that you're getting put on the caster couch. So, you know, hey, either way,
we all win some, we all lose some.
That's something I'm gonna have to live with forever. So, anyway, you guys did amazing, absolutely good job on the co-host streams, and additionally, just like you guys would be great for like post-game interviews if this scene starts to get a little bit more developed. Like definitely just like keep this up. You guys would definitely have like spot in the future for that kind of a position.
Thanks. Yeah, I really hope we get to
Thank
do this in
you.
person on the stage. I have a costume picked out already.
Oh,
You have a costume picked out already? Okay, all right. Tell me about it.
I built this like 3 years ago. It's like an IRL,
3
like
years
actual
ago?
robot mech suit.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been sitting kind
right.
of unused for why I originally bought it or built it. And so, you know, to get approved as a caster, I showed Season my actual suit, and they were like, "All right, you're approved." I think that's what won them over. And if I get to, you know, sit on stage with it, I'm gonna be really happy. I can send
Guys,
it to
hold
you.
on.
You
He's
know,
Mecha Man
you
from
know,
Dispatch. Holy.
let me just put this out here as a possibility. If we get invited for an in-person tourney invitational by Seasung, I will go ahead and just cosplay my pilot.
That would be
really
cool.
like to see
I'll
that.
just go ahead
Yeah,
and
that'd be very
cosplay my
fun.
pilot. Surprisingly, I look a lot like my VTube model, and surprise, surprise, a lot like my pilot in game. My OG pilot, not the one I'm currently in right now with the Halloween costume, but I could do that too. I could wear the Halloween costume. That would be cute. That'd be fun.
When you're consistent
Much
across
easier
your
to
game,
cosplay a self-insert, 100%.
Wait, so you were saying...
I can't believe it goes quiet on my statement now. That's insane.
We're taking turns saying weird things, man.
We're dropping. It's been late. We're dropping bombs here
Yeah.
that really. That's from a lack of food, energy. It's been a
You're the
long
one who
day.
hasn't had food at this point, right? Like
I ate
Galactic's had
lunch.
orange chicken. I
I
had
had
mac and
food.
cheese.
I had pokey.
I had ice cream. I had cheese and crackers.
But you had pokey.
We did
bring this up in the whole like food trade deal.
I told you I was eating when we took
ate
a
it.
break.
Yeah.
When I went on mute.
I don't think you were here, Domino.
Oh, you might have not been here. That was the problem.
Yeah, I heard you munching, and then I was like, "What are you eating?" And you told me something about eating it. We were supposed to be doing closing statements, and it's been 10 minutes.
Yes, are outside of me, are either of you Asian? Because this is a very Asian like scenario where we're gonna say goodbye and then we don't say goodbye ever.
I am like
I'm
Russian
Asian.
and Danish.
Let's see.
Russia is in Asia. Does that count?
Eurasia, good enough, close enough.
Whatever. Yeah, it's a very Asian.
Oh yeah, my people.
You'll get the pass. All right.
Let's go.
So I think with that, that is the evening. That is the day. Congrats again to TGH. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Sayonara.
thanks everyone for joining us. Yeah, let's just leave. Let's just end it before we get caught up in anything else.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you in tournament.
See
you in bracket.
See you in solo
It's
queue.
late. Yeah.
Yeah, see you on ladder.
Good night.
Smile.
Smile. Alrighty, well with that is the end of this stream here. Officially. For real, for real. This will be going on the YouTubes. This will be saved as a highlight on Twitch. And with that, I didn't mean to do that, but I'm going to be rating somebody real quick. And we're gonna call it a night from there. Thank you to everybody who stayed on. Whether you're here for a minute, a moment, an hour, or the whole stream. Even when it got slightly interrupted. Fortunately, it got interrupted during the interview segment, so we will be able to, transition that very quickly in edit, in post.
I'm not gonna play the video on stream just in case, but the title is Your Earth's Last.
But here is our raid message, and I will see you all sometime. Did someone flip my power box too? No, I made the poor decision of trying to run something before stream, during stream, that I really wasn't supposed to. I tried getting Mecha Breakup, because we were in the post-interview section, and I just thought we should have something else on screen, but everything died instead, so that's okay. I'll see you all in the next one. We're gonna raid over to a person. I'll see you all in the next one then. Take care. Bye.